What up, YouTube? Back at it again. We are checking out some Patreon requests. By the way, the best way to get me is on Patreon. It helps me organize things. It keeps everything in one place. I've got 4,000, 4,500, 5,000 videos. I have no idea, but a lot. So I do read all my comments at least initially, but to go back to a lot of the older videos is a little bit tough. This is a Patreon request. We're looking at Karnivool. I don't know much about them. I know that I believe they're Australian. I'm gonna guess it looks like they're a rock band. Yeah. Um, they've been around for a minute. Okay. We're just yeah since '04. All right, so they've been around for longer than a minute. They've got 4 studio albums out, active from '97 actually. Um, cool. Anyways, we're gonna check it out. This is new to me. Do me a favor, and by the way, if you want me to check anything else out by Karnivool, drop it in the comments. I do read all my comments, but like I said, Patreon helps me out a little bit. If you would like to help me out, what just happened? But first and foremost, go support the artist. Go like, go subscribe. It is Karnivool. This is Aozora. I don't know what that means either. But let's get it. I got lyrics pulled up. We can follow along. The song's like 6.5 minutes long, so I'm gonna try not to chop it up too bad. But hope you guys are having a wonderful night. If you're from where I'm from, you get a day off tomorrow. Most of us for Memorial Day. So hope you're celebrating safely. If you're not, then happy Sunday night or whatever it is your time whenever you watch. Let's go. That's not gonna work. Where's my volume at?
Here we sit in our camouflage, the same as all the others. Outside the world just wants to break in, confusing our philosophies. I know you're still awake, I feel it too. We seek the answer to 1,000 things that don't make any sense. It's time we had a reckoning. It's ugly but true. The radio is quiet, no signal. Ain't no life along the wire. We've been given false hope. Told what only God knows. We all see what's going on, more trouble up ahead. A caution for lessons we burned. Are we ever gonna see the side of reason? Led blinded by a sycophantic cause. Now I don't sleep anymore. I can't find no remedy.
This is interesting, man. It's like just like from like a musicality standpoint, it doesn't follow like your sort of like traditional norms as far as and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. As far as like what you'd expect kind of your traditional song structure to follow. Just the way it's being delivered lyrically is almost like poetic. It's we're not rhyming in places that we think should rhyme. And I thought that was done on purpose initially when he says, um, "We seek answers to 1,000 things that don't make any sense." And like the rest of that verse actually has like rhyming in it, except for that. So it was interesting. I was like, "Huh, that doesn't make any sense," but like I kind of see what you did there. Um, it's we're he's kind of diving deep in what we're doing from like a lyrical standpoint. This isn't just surface level. So this is more about messaging than it is about trying to fit lyrics within what we think a structure of a song should sound like. But which I like a lot. And all have to read through these. I'm just trying to, listen closely and enjoy the show. But
Sleep anymore. I can't find no remedy. How about you? If I held your face to a mirror, would you smile? If I held your head underwater, would you find the lights go out?
oh, I like that. Hold on. I like that line. If I held your face to a mirror, would you smile? It's almost like introspection and doubt in a sense. Internal questioning and like this confusing like just the nature of like human existence, but like it's there's a lot of questioning going on here. Just like this overall kind of universal yearning to escape, right? Um Yeah, I think it's so vague, and I'm reading a little bit past, but like we're touching on like just this feeling of being trapped. It could be like by your society, the modern world. It could be with relationships, romantic, familial, just this kind of overarching, exuding umbrella of feelings of trap, and then this way to escape. Is kind of where my head's going. So there's this. It's yeah, it's kind of one of those songs where you kind of decipher it how you want to. It's sort of up to the listener. Um, but we'll keep it going. I like that line a lot. If I held your face in the mirror, would you smile? It's like I said, it's like this frustration of being stuck, right? But also there's this pursuit of peace and looking for you know um we want that smile, right? See, that's it. Still waiting for the great escape, right? And that's where I was kind of reading ahead a little bit, but that's kind of what I was talking about with just that the whole song feeling like the all of these elements of being trapped, and then just this just waiting on this escape, right? Dude, that is so weird. I was just in my head thinking like this reminds me of like trying to decipher the writing of like a sleep token song. And then sure enough, like my man on the right here, rocking a sleep token shirt. Um I can see that fandom wise. That's crazy. Dude, this girl loving it. Loving it. Touched her heart.
If you ever get to see the outside, maybe you can send a letter if you like, if that's alright. Tell me there's hope within my reach. Tell me what it's like living life in peace. It's so profound. You found a way out.
honestly, the more I listen to this, the more I love it. It took me a second because there's certain things that you expect, like I said at the beginning, like just you lean on with like traditional songwriting, just where you put rhymes and where things kind of build up and crescendo and explode in certain moments, and like um it's almost like they're kind of just making music to just make good music, and it's like not really paying so much attention to that, putting instrumentals in interesting places, the just the overall kind of the makeup of the song, and no, there's no rules. It's an art form. You don't have to follow any rules. That's why it's art, which I think is dope. But yeah, anyways, the more I listen to it, the more I like it. And usually, like, 6.5 minutes for a song, I'd be like, all right, well, you said your piece, but nah, man, it's this is cool. Aozora, and I like the way they ended it. They just kind of cut it off. Um, and then you look at it like, if I held your face to a mirror, would you smile with me, Aozara? If I held your face to a mirror, would you smile? You could be speaking directly to somebody, basically saying like, do you like what you see? Are you happy with yourself? And that could be speaking directly to us as listeners, like, which goes back to like, are you like what I was talking about with the feelings about this sort of trapped kind of lives we live, and whether, regardless of by which means you need to feel trapped, or you are technically, physically, emotionally, etc., etc. um if you look at yourself, from the outside, if you die tomorrow and look back at your life from heaven, wherever you end up, do you smile? Are you happy with that? Do you like what you see? um I'm still waiting for the Great Escape, which to me is this endless look at freedom, the open whatever, the open blue, the sky, the ocean, the freedom. It doesn't have to be physical or even apparent in front of you. It could just be the lack of burden, and the lack of, you look at like Atlas with holding the globe, um just free shoulders, right? uh it's super. I'm probably, I'm probably interpreting this way wrong, because I mean, read these lyrics. It's it's very it's it's cryptic, to a point where you really can't take it wherever you want to, which is kind of what I just did. So that's where my brain went. Tell me there's a hope within my reach. Tell me uh what it's like living in peace. Yeah, so it's like, again, it's like, I don't even know what this experience looks or feels like. Somebody let me know. What is out there? What can I expect without, these things that I'm dealing with right now? I don't even know what that looks like, right? Um Radio's quiet, no signal, no life along the wire. We've been giving false hope, told what only God knows. We all see what's going on. More trouble up ahead. Almost like, humankind, sort of tends to repeat its own. We can't get out of our own way, sort of. A caution for lessons we've burned. Exactly. Are we ever going to see the side of reason, led by blinded sycophantic cause? The radio's quiet, no signal. It's almost like alluding towards something kind of apocalyptic, but here we sit in our camouflage, the same as all the others. Outside, the world just wants us to break in, confusing our philosophies. I know you're still awake. I feel it too. We see the. It's very interesting. I'd have to spend some time with this, more time. But it's the song itself. Dude, this I liked it a lot. This is a great listen, and for different reasons than I would have thought. Um, because initially I was a little bit confused, honestly, just with like I said, with like kind of the song structure, and then it kind of sucked me in, and I was like, no, okay, I get it, I get what we're doing here. So, anyways, this is I don't know if I'm saying it right, Aozora. It's like don't they have like isn't they like is that like so they're from Australia, right? Um, I know there's a word for like the New Zealand land, Aotearoa, right? Sounds kind of similar, right? Does this mean something that I don't know about? You guys let me know. I have no idea. I'm not from anywhere around there. Um, but I mean, I'm from San Diego. We both got beaches. That's cool. Actually, when I was in Sydney, I was actually surprised how much it reminded me of like parts of where I grew up. Like in San Diego, there was a Starbucks at every corner. There was a Macca's at every corner. Only thing different was that you drive on the wrong side of the road, and most of the girls weren't wearing bras. But otherwise, and you got different accents. Otherwise, it seemed very much the same. Um, but literally the furthest I could possibly get from my hometown. It was crazy. Um, I joke a little bit. I joke, but I stayed with the family in Canberra. It was super cool. I was there for a long time actually. I spent a decent amount of time in Australia. So I wish I could go back. I can. I would like to go back. Anyways, go support, please. Go like and go subscribe. That was Karnivool. That song's called Aozora. Go like, go subscribe. Like I said, love to have you here as well. If you could like, comment, make sure you're subscribed. If you want me to check anything else out by them, which I would love to do, because now I'm interested. Then drop it in the comments or Patreon is the best way to get me. So definitely jump over to Patreon. It's a free platform. It's really easy to use. Just shoot me a DM. Some people support, but you don't have to. So just come say what's up. Have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you on the next